L42 electric AC motors, single phase AC motors and other three phase AC motors. Number 1 commutator type motor, number 2 synchronous type motor, number 3 induction type motor. Here commutator motor as number 1 universal type motor, AC and DC, discuss L31. Repulsion motors, repulsion plane type motors, discuss L32. Repulsion induction type motor, discuss L33. Repulsion start induction motor, discuss L34. Here number 2 synchronous type motor, here permanent magnet motor, discuss L35. Serrated pole type motor, discuss L36. Hysteresis motor, discuss L37. And reluctant type motor, discuss L38. Here induction type motor is squirrel cage motor. Here split phase motor, discuss L39. Capacitor run motor, discuss L40. Number 3 capacitor start motor, discuss L41. And 4 capacitor start capacitor run motor, now discuss here. 3 induction type motor, here 42 single phase induction type motor, it is a capacitor start capacitor run motor. Here used squirrel cage rotor, single case or double case. Here 2 windings are used here, main winding and other starting winding. Here heavy duty electrolytic capacitor connected in series with a starting winding. When the motor speeded up reaches about full load speed, the starting capacitor and starting winding disconnected by the centrifugal switch. The motor running with a capacitor is a oil filled paper capacitor. Running capacitor is connected with the main winding. The motor constant speed as main winding in AC supply. The motor starting torque is good by starting capacitor and power factor is high and motor is free from a radio interference. Running capacitor as oil filled paper capacitor. This type motor use a compressor pump various machines as per requirement. Capacitor start capacitor run motor, here diagram here 2 pole motor, here diagram here running winding to another starting winding. These are connected here, running winding, starting loop here, starting finishing connected, starting here loop connected in starting winding as same connected, and starting winding and running winding loop here connected is a common loop here. Here running capacitor is connected in capacitor starting winding and main running winding. Here in series with the starting capacitor and centrifugal switch connected. When motor speeded up reach about full load, then disconnected the centrifugal switch, open here, disconnected starting capacitor and starting winding disconnect here, and main winding run motor in full load. Running winding RW, here SW is the starting winding, rotor RO rotor as a squirrel cage, RS rotor shaft, C1 running capacitor, C1 here oil filled paper capacitor, and C2 is here the C2 here Starting capacitor, heavy duty are the electrolytic capacitor, and CS is the centrifugal switch, and AC supply. These are two pole motors. These are two pole is as a two pole motor is a 120 electric degree into frequency by pole, as 120 into Indian standard is frequency in 50, and bipole two pole. These are two pole. Here 3000 RPM and 4% split of the slip of synchronous speed on 120. 3000 minus the 120 and the 2880 RPM in this in rotation per minute.